Namaste and welcome to Class 7C's Assembly about the different festivals in India in the month of October from north to south and from east to west.
Live every day as if it's a festival. Turn your life into a celebration. I couldn't agree with Sri Radhana more. We all know about festivals near us and dear to us. But how many of you know about festivals in the say south, east, or west? Probably not many. So that's what today's assembly brings us information about. Festivals occurring during this time from all parts of India. We don't celebrate so many of these festivals due to lack of awareness and a busy schedule. But today brings you awareness of all these festivals, and in just about half an hour, you'll actually feel like you're celebrating all these festivals.
Now let's begin with the assembly with the lighting of the lamps and the Ganesha Stuti performed by Anusha.
शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः
Now let us discover about color, vibrancy, and celebration in North. The Shara is a festival that is celebrated in North. People usually burn Ravan's effigies to signify the festival Dashera. What all dishes are eaten, when is it celebrated, what all people do on the Shara, all of these questions will be answered in the next upcoming video. Happy Dashera! Dashera. Dashera is a major Hindu festival celebrated on 25th of October this year. Because the date of Dashera changes every year according to the Hindu mythology calendar. This festival called Dashera is also known as Vijayadashmi, which is celebrated at the end of Navratri. It is also celebrated and observed in the different parts of India like North, South, East, and West. Vijayadashmi is a popular festival among Hindu and Jains as it signifies of good over evil. It is mainly celebrated in the remembering of Lord Rama's victory over devilish Ravana, which explains as unholy Ravan had 10 head and Dasha means 10 and Hara means defeat. There are different names to the festival, but they all mean the same and they all are celebrated for the same thing. Many people of Hindu faith observe Dashera through special prayer, meetings, and food offerings to the god at their homes or in temples throughout India. They also hold outdoor fairs, also known as melas, and large parades with effigies of Ravan, a mythical king of ancient Sri Lanka. The effigies are burned on bonfire in the evening. Some people also eat cholai, paneer, pinned chane, black chana, and sweet potato chaat, soya murtabak with tomato lemon sauce.
Next up is a festival that is celebrated widely in the west part of India, which is the festival of Navratri. Navratri is a Hindu festival that spans 9 nights and is celebrated every year in the autumn. It is observed for different reasons and celebrated differently in various parts of India. The festival is celebrated in the bright half of the Hindu calendar month Ashwin, which typically falls in the Gregorian months of September and October. In western India, Navratri features 9 nights of dancing. The traditional dances of Gujarat are Garba and Dandiya, which are performed in circles with dancers dressed up in colorful clothes. Small and decorated sticks called dandiyas are used in the Dandiya Ras.
Hi everyone, I'm Arish and I'll show you how to make a Gujarati dish called khandvi. To make it, first I'll add curd, then I'm going to whisk it to avoid lumps. Next I'm going to add water. Now I'll add the gram flour and mix it till there are no lumps. Now I'll pour it through a sieve to avoid lumps. Now I'll pour the mixture on a pan on medium flame and stir it till it forms a thick paste. Now I'll spread it on an oiled plate. To make the tempering, I'll add the oil, mustard seeds, green chilies, grated coconut, curry leaves and coriander. Now I'll spread the tempering on the khandvi sheet. Then I'm going to cut it and make small strips and roll it. Now we have a festival from the east called Durga Puja or Durga Utsav. Before the performances, I would like to brief you about Durga Puja. Durga Puja is an annual Hindu festival originating from India which pays homage to the Hindu goddess Durga. This festival is widely celebrated in East India, Nepal, and Bangladesh. It celebrates the victory of the goddess Durga over the demon king Mahishasur. It begins on the same day as Navratri, a 9-night festival celebrating the divine feminine. Durga Puja's first day is Mahalaya, which heralds the advent of the goddess. It is celebrated over a 5-day period. Streets are decked up with festive lights, loudspeakers playing festive songs, as well as recitation of hymns and chants by priests, and pandals are erected by communities. Now we have a video compiled by Adit and Sohani, and then a dish cooked by Kavya.
Durga Puja, also known as Durgotsava, is celebrated once a year to seek the blessings of Goddess Durga Ma. This puja is celebrated to mark the victory of Goddess Durga over the powerful buffalo demon Mahishasura. Where Durga Puja had originally started. Durga Puja is celebrated commonly by Bangladesh's Hindu community. Some Bengali Muslims also take part in the festivities. It is also celebrated in Dhaka, Nepal, Hong Kong, Europe, Germany, Switzerland, Sweden, and Netherlands. What food do they eat? The Durga Puja bhog contains khichdi, types of fried vegetables, labra, a mixed vegetable with Bengali spices, chutney, and payesh. This is one day when Bengalis let go the non-veg food and enjoy the delicious bhog that is served at pandals. Payesh is a type of kheer and bhog is another term used instead of aarti, and pandal is a typical Bengali fare where you can relish the Bengali meal. What clothing they wear? For women,
The Korean sari is the most famous Bengali sari. It is a crisp white sari with a red border. Married women generally wear this simple and timeless sari, especially during the Durga Puja celebrations. It is usually paired with a big red bindi and hair that is tied up in a casual bun. The entire look is effortless and yet stunning. For men, motif prints are a form of block print and it is very popular among both men and women. Earlier, motif print was done just on a cotton base, but now it has become trendier. Motif prints are also available on bright colored kurtas.
The start of the festival. The first day of the festival is known as Mahalaya, but the prayers and rituals are not started till the sixth day. Between this time, people prepare for the rituals and prayers. People decorate their houses and make pandals. Why should we not celebrate it normally? Normal ways of celebration of Durga Puja cannot be done as there is a high chance for the spread of the virus. Ganesh Chaturthi was celebrated with crowds and masses praying to Ganeshji. The amount of COVID cases have risen drastically since the celebration.
Namaste. My name is Kavya and today I am going to be displaying how jhalmuri is made during Durga Puja. Start by adding a little bit of muri or puffed rice. Add chili powder, cumin powder, a spice masala or chaat masala, and some salt. Next, to the veggies add potato, onion, and a tomato. Add some fried peanuts and some raw mustard oil as enjoyed in West Bengal. Add some tamarind chutney or even called imli chutney. Mix it up all together to receive your tasty jhalmuri. Serve it in a bowl instantly to enjoy the crispiness of the muri.
Namaste. Durga Puja is one of the most popular festivals for Hindus. It marks the victory of goddess Durga over evil Mahishasura, depicting the victory of good over evil. Today, I am performing Odissi dance to celebrate Durga Puja.
Let us now step into south of India and now celebrate the colours and festivals of it. Golu is the festive display of dolls in South India during the autumn festival season. These dolls are typically made by rural artists from clay and local materials, then brightly painted. During the Golu display season, families visit each other with gifts to view and chit-chat over the Golu display, and share festive foods and sometimes play music or even devotional songs together. Now, Advika will help us understand more about this beautiful festival.
Namaste. My name is Advika and today I will be sharing some information on the South Indian Navratri known as Bommai Golu, a unique display of traditional dolls. Golu is celebrated in Tamil and Telangana homes in the month of October during Navratri for 9 days. Golu in Tamil means divine presence and in Telugu means coat of toys. In this festival, we arrange dolls on staircase as per tradition. The number of stairs are odd in number. They can be 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 and so on. The odd numbers are considered auspicious. These dolls are of different sizes, shapes, and colors. They can be made by using eco-friendly clay. Initially, we start celebrating with a few dolls. Every year, new dolls are bought, and in this manner, the number of dolls and the number of stairs keep on increasing. A rangoli is made in front of the staircase. The rangoli is changed every day. A new rangoli is made. In this festival, people invite ladies and girls to their houses. They are welcomed by applying chandan tika on their forehead, and the gifts and prasad is given to them. The prasad includes boiled black grains, which contain coconut and curry leaves. The sweet prasad contains kheer and any other type of sweet. The three goddesses worshipped on this festival are mainly Durga, Lakshmi, and Saraswati ji. The first 3 days are dedicated to goddess Durga, the next 3 to goddess Lakshmi, the last 3 to goddess Saraswati. On Navami, we worship all the books and instruments, and goddess Saraswati is placed on top of the books. The dolls are symbolically put to sleep and packed till next year. People are attracted to this unique celebration which binds people from different communities. Thank you.
And with that, we conclude our assembly. I hope you enjoyed it. Let us celebrate these festivals harmoniously, but with awareness for the virus. I request you all to stand up for the national anthem and the school song.